Hello everyone and welcome to Nostalgia Gaming NES edition. Okay, and today we're gonna be playing this family computer or NES game known as Super Mario Brothers 3. So in my opinion, this is like one of the best, if not the best, NES games out there. Okay, and I love Super Mario Brothers 3. Okay, although my favorite 2D Mario is gonna be Yoshi's Island. You know, this comes at a close second. However, my favorite version of this game is actually not the NES one, okay, but the one in the Game Boy Advance. Because in the Game Boy Advance, you have like the special what they call this levels known as E-card, some of the earliest attempts by Nintendo to delve into DLCs. Okay, but I am playing this on the NES right now to commemorate the. So today, in a few hours, the online subscription for the Nintendo Switch will actually launch, and part of the package, if you're going to subscribe to it, is that you get I believe 20 NES games. One of them is Super Mario Brothers 3. Okay, so as you can see here, it was published in 1988. That's like my birthday, so this game right here is also 30 years old, but man, it is way ahead of its time. Although the first Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers with uh, the first one in 1985, although that is more iconic. Okay, people recognize that more because it introduced a lot of new stuff. Like during that time, most NES games are just like steel screens. It's not scrolling, but then it basically invented platforming games. And this one, it added a lot onto it, and it pushes what the NES could do during that time. So it's definitely one of the NES games with the best graphics out there. And I'm gonna do some gameplay because I'm excited for the NES releases on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, this game I finished this when I was in second year high school. Okay, so I really like played this a lot, and one of the hard things about NES games when you play them is that you have to finish them in one sitting because they don't have like any saves unless a game supports, for example, some passwords. But the moment you turn on the family computer, that it's gone. When you play again, you have to like go back to start. So here I'm gonna show you the things that I did when I was trying to beat this game. So basically, I'll show you where the two flutes are located so that you will only be playing two levels in World 1 and then you go directly to World 8. Okay, so let's go right into it. And World 1. So World 1-1 is very iconic. It's the so no, that's the Mario 1. It's actually ten 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 ten. Okay, let's do that. Start. Okay. All right. And the nice thing about this Mario 3 is that it's one of the first Marios that can scroll back. The first Super Mario can't do that. So let's get the mushroom right here. So I'm fairly good at like Mario games. Like after all those years, it's still in my muscle memory of where all the bonuses are located, where all the enemies are placed, and where you can fly to get some hidden stuff. So of course, this is just World 1-1, so this is like the easiest level there is. So we won't actually need the 1-up right there because we're going directly to World 8. But let me get all the coins here. And the nice thing that they introduced in Super Mario Brothers 3 is the raccoon or the tanuki suit, which allowed him to fly, and that is during that time that is very novel. It's very iconic. Let me fly right here because I want to enter this pipe over here. Okay, and just to get some extra points. Again, we don't need it, but see, that's very, those little touches like that, it's really very good from Nintendo. Okay, here if you just like accelerate, like the star is always guaranteed, so as long as you accelerate before you get to that black screen where the cards are, and then you hit the side, you get a star. And basically what these guys do, if you haven't played Super Mario Brothers 3, is that if you get 3 star cards, then you get 5 ups. So let's go to world 1-2. I'm wrong. We're actually be doing 4 worlds in world 1-1 before we can get the flute. Okay. So look at this level design. In Super Mario Brothers original, they wouldn't even dabble with slanting stages. But here you can see for the first time, you see a slant stage. So the first time I saw that, I was like, man, that's so high tech, you know. And then Mario can slide like that. But let's go ahead because there's actually a timer here. Okay, let's be careful with this guy. And we need to get to the top, to this guy. Okay. Alright. And again, just some extra coins. Okay, so that the P switch, basically that letter P, it basically transforms coins into blocks. So now that we've gotten that, we can push through. Let me kill this guy with my Tanuki. Okay. Let's be careful here. I think there's another leaf here for a Tanuki suit here. If ever like you mess up. Okay, and then there's a star right here. Oh fuck. So that's also the challenging thing about Mario is that, for example, if there's a mushroom and then you hit while facing in this direction, in the original Mario game, the mushroom or any bonuses only goes into one direction, but for this case, it goes to the opposite direction of where you're facing, so it adds a new, you know, level of challenge. So here we just run, and jump. See, again I get a star. But that's the last star that we're gonna get, because in World 1-3, we will not be finishing this, and you'll find out why, because one of the flutes is actually located here. Okay, and the flutes, what they do in Super Mario is that it allows you to teleport to a further world. Okay, so somewhere there's a, I think somewhere here, yeah, it brings you up. There's also a block there with a lot of coins, but we don't need to get that. Okay. Okay. Alright, so 1-up. So as you know, in Super Mario, when you get 99 coins, that gives you 1-up. Okay. So now this is a hard. So this trick right here, I actually knew of this. I didn't know this right away. I knew the placement of the other flute in world in the first castle of this world, but here when you press down on a white block, so you actually go at the back of the stage at the background. So what happens is, if you go to the black one, you don't actually go to the end of the stage, rather you go to a secret area with a whistle, and according to Toad here, one toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. So let's get that. That's toot. So now we have a whistle. If you activate this right away in World 1, in World 1, then it brings you to either Worlds 2, 3, 4. We don't want that. We want to go to World 8 right away. So we have also here a bonus mushroom house, first introduced in Super Mario Brothers 3. So basically gives you items. So for example, it's like a primitive item system in video games. So that was done in NES era. I usually go for the middle usually. So that's the Tanuki suit. So it either gives you a mushroom, a fire flower, or the Tanuki suit. So we can try 4, but we don't need to. So we go to this guy here. So here I just press A very fast. Usually I mess up. Yeah, there. I usually mess up. But if you really want to, you can timing it and get the star and then get 5-ups. But again, we don't need that. So the first mini castle, this also contains the other whistle. But we have to be careful, because to get the whistle, we need to preserve our ability to fly. So in other words, we need to preserve the Tanuki suit. Okay. And let's be careful here. But there's actually another Tanuki suit here, yeah, for that coin. But let's kill this guy. We fly. Those guys, they just resurrect. Then on top, there's a secret place. And then at the last end, you see on the rightmost side, there's a space. There's a door there that you can see. You press up, you enter the door, then you get the second whistle. Okay? So now with the 2 whistles, it allows you very easily to go to World 8. So what you do is, you activate the whistle. So this is important. So again, like I said, you activate the whistle here, it brings you to 2, 3, 4. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna activate the first whistle, okay? It gonna brings you to either 2, 3, 4, like I said. So now, this is the important thing. If you go, for example, to world 2, 3, or 4, you enter the world, you go to that world, then you activate the second whistle inside, it only brings you up to worlds 5, 6, 7. Okay? We don't want that. We want to go to world 8. So what you do is, you open your item here again, and in this warp zone area, that's where you activate the second whistle. Then it brings you right to world 8. Okay? So this is like the easiest way to go to world 8. Okay? And this is hard, right? World 8 is hard. So I'm gonna we're gonna do this until I run out of life, and then we're gonna stop the nostalgia gaming there, because World 8, it has this 3 fortresses. So this is like the land tank, the land fortress. After this one, you have the boat, and then you have the sky one, the flying fortress, and then afterwards, you go to the actual World 8. So 8-1, 8-2. So these stages here, these are just preliminary stages, but they're hard. Okay, so you have to be careful with the red guys, because they're lollipops, or the things, the boomerangs that they're throwing, it could be devastating. Okay, but this is relatively simpler compared to the what they call this, the boat fortress and the flying fortress. So it's not that fast. Okay, and I believe the boss for this area, so what's this? It's also a tanuki. The boss for this area is actually just the... Oh fuck, I almost died there. It's actually just the boomerang guy, you know? So it's simple. So you also have to be careful with the bomb ops, because when they go out, they also explode, you know? Oh, and this guy, yeah. See? The nice thing about the OpenMU, that's what I'm using to play this in MacBook. They preserve even the slowdowns for the NES, so you really have the authentic NES experience, because in the original family computer, when a lot of sprites are oh shit, I was talking, but yeah, I was saying when a lot of sprites are on the screen together, usually it causes some slowdown. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Ah, I shouldn't have come back. Yeah, but still, let's see if we can get this guy. Ah, that was bad. So now, so the hard thing about this NES games, early NES era games, they don't have a checkpoint, you know. So if you mess up a stage, I should have activated my Tanuki bonus that we got from the secret house. But anyway, we can do our Mario gymnastics here and do the stage. The best thing that we can have here is we go to the question mark block somewhere in the middle and then get the mushroom, but that's the best we can have if I don't mess up. If I mess up again, then I'm gonna activate the Tanuki bonus and then go to the level one more time. But yeah, it's straightforward. So let's try and concentrate here. A while ago I was talking, so I'm gonna shut up a bit and try my best not to mess up. Okay, here. So we have here a mushroom. So at least we have one more leeway if we get hit. We're not dead right away. Okay, we're almost there. Is this the last batch? Is this the last set? Not yet, but almost there. Yeah, that's the slowdown I was talking about a while ago. It always happens in that area because... Oh shit! I jumped right when the bomb exploded. That was bad. But yeah. Yeah, the pipe should be here. Okay, so let me try my best here not to get hit by the boomerang guy. Okay, and then alright. So this gives just a star. So that we won't mess up in the boat level. Okay, so the next one's the boat level. Let me activate the Tanuki suit that we got in World 1. Okay, because this is harder. And the reason why is because these guys that throw lollipops or boomerangs right there, unlike the red ones, okay, see, if you look at their color yellow. And the irritating thing about them, as you can see, is even if you kill them, they just resurrect, you know, they just come back. So you have to be careful, because even if you hit them, they come back and then throw some like future lollipops or boomerangs at your ass. So you have to be extra careful. Oh, I see that. So you have to like keep an eye on those flying boomerangs while jumping. Be careful not to be hit. Let's not risk that. That was scary. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Okay. I hope we're almost there. Oh shit, that was I forgot that barrage of 3 cannons, right? But I think we're almost to the pipe now. And this is the like a proper boss right here, instead of like the boomerang guy. Yeah, this guy. But this is actually relatively simpler than the boomerang guy. Just hit him 3 times and then... Okay. So now we go to the... what do you call this? The air fortress. However, before we can go to the air fortress, there's like a set of hands here with the letter M, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this guys right here. So if you finish one level, it will mark like letter M, but every odd number, so the first box, the third and the fifth, there's a probability that a hand will grab you and then you have to finish the stage like that one, okay? But there's also a probability that it doesn't grab you, then you're... oh shit! Ah, damn it! I'm in trouble. Ah shit. Yeah, so we're dead here. So there's a probability, oh see? There's a probability that it doesn't grab you. Then let's retry the second one. But yeah, we're in trouble because we don't have anything, we don't have any power-ups. So let's try not to mess up here so that we can get like some power-ups for the third one in case it grabs us. So let's be careful here and look at all the... make sure that... yeah, I think this is done. This is a fairly short stage. Okay, and the nice thing about this is that it gives you like a Tanuki award, or is it always a Tanuki? I believe, yeah, it's always a Tanuki award. And then now we have something, hopefully the last one won't grab us. Now, since I finished that stage, that's like my checkpoint now, okay? So I don't have to go back to the first one, but let's activate the Tanuki here. And then, yeah, it grabbed us, so that's fine. This is the one with the fishes. So I'm just gonna fly and hope that no fish will hit us. Okay, we did it. Okay, it's simpler with a Tanuki, but if you don't have any Tanuki at all during that stage, it's gonna be a hassle. Okay, now we're in the hardest fortress, and then after you get the hardest fortress, then we open up world 8-1. But this is hard, and one of the reasons why this is hard is because this is an auto-scrolling stage. In other words, yeah, all the other fortresses are, if you notice, auto-scrolling, but in this case, the auto-scroll is even faster, man. So you have to be very extra careful not to like be left behind by the auto-scrolling screen. And yeah, the Tanuki is really helpful here because... ah, fuck, I just said that the Tanuki is helpful. It helps you, I was gonna say, it helps you like control the landing. Now it's harder. Okay, we reached it, but hopefully there's no bonus in the last one. Okay, just hopefully we don't mess up here because we only have like one shot. Do not miss your chance to grow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, Mario. Okay, so now we're done with the air fortress, then the actual. So now, even if you get a game over here, you see that there's a pipe on top. That's actually a shortcut in the beginning, so that even if the whole thing resets, you get a game over, You use the shortcut pipe, and then you go directly to the what do you call this? To the world 8-1. And this world is dark. You see? You don't. If there's like a fork in the road, you don't know like what's the better option. But let's continue until all my HP run out. So these are now relatively harder platformers. So as you can see, the mushroom there is on here on the side. I'm gonna attempt to get that. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Let's be careful with this turtle here. Oh, I forgot where the... We need to be careful because there are cannons. Also, by the way, if you notice, the OpenMU emulator allows you to choose for a filter when you play an emulator, and I choose a very nice CRT filter right there to make the nostalgia even more pronounced. See, that's what I told you. I was facing on the right side. I was facing on the right side. When I hit the star, it goes on the other side. So that's pretty clever, right? But we have 3 lives more. Hopefully I can at least finish like 8-1. But yeah, in my Game Boy Advance, in my Game Boy Advance, I like finished this game like, I don't know, more than 5 times probably. That was hard. But yeah, we really need to risk getting that because you want to have like, you don't want to get hit only once in like after this part here. So that's why I'm risking getting this. That was bad. So this guys, the what do you call this? The guys in the pipe. So they come out, but the moment Mario is touching the pipe, they actually don't come out. Okay, so that's an important pattern that you need to know in Super Mario. That's consistent in all 2D Mario. That behavior. While you're touching, they don't come out at all. But the moment you get out of it a little bit. What the? Okay, now this is dangerous. I know there's a star there somewhere, but yeah, this is gonna be hard now because we only have one shot of being hit. Okay, let's. Man. But if I wanted to drop right away, but if I would have done that, then so this is the last life. So just so we have a better chance, why don't we activate the star so that when we get into the stage we are invincible, and then let's also activate the Tanuki suit. Okay. So let's just run through this stage fast. What the? That was terrible. Yeah. Man, I think I'm getting rusty. So let me just show you what I meant here. So if you continue, of course, everything else will come back. Okay. So except for the fortresses, they're fine. But the nice thing is, if you go through this pipe like we used to when we did our first run through, then you have to go back to the hands again. Okay, you have to go back to those hands. You don't want that. So what you do is you come back, you use the shortcut here, the other pipe here. Okay, and it brings you right to the center of things, the dark area in World 1-1. Hopefully, it's still locked. Okay, so I was wrong. So this shortcut actually unlocks only after you beat the mini castle in World 8 in the castle in World 8. Okay, the mini castle. So it's actually not doable. So you have to, but at least the fortresses are gone. Okay, but still you have to go through these hands again and do the same thing. Okay, so again, I emphasize that's the hard thing about NES games before, is that there's no save, okay, unless the game is supported, the game supports passwords, but yeah, you have to go through those hands again before you can go back to 8-1. Okay, but yeah, that should be it for my nostalgia gaming. And yeah, I'm really excited with this online subscription for Nintendo Switch. I hope it improves like their online services as well, on top of the free games that they have. So basically, this online service mimics that of the, very similar to the ones that Sony and Xbox have been doing for a very long time. Okay, and if you subscribe, which I really have to if I want to continue playing online games, then I get 20 free NES games. Okay, but anyway, that's the nostalgia gaming right there. Let me see if, yeah, I'm dead. But anyway, I'll see you next time in my next nostalgia gaming. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.